So he finally came out, and now he's
We are back with a part 2 response of the girl who was fucking her cousin. Let's get it.
So he finally came out, and now he's addressing the allegations that she tried to put on him. Bro put this video out at like 4 a.m., so you know he had something he had to get off his chest.
Catalina, there's no way out of this one.
This is a 40-minute video, but we not gonna watch all of it. We're gonna watch like maybe 20 minutes.
I'm sorry, but you're done. You're finished. So apparently Kat has dropped the video titled My Truth. But honestly, Kat has dropped the video titled My Truth.
Bro was in such a hurry to get this video out, he got editing errors in there. Yeah.
The whole video's fucking lies. So how the fuck does that work? I'm not gonna lie, Kat, you fucked with the wrong one. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will sit here and fucking lie on my fucking name. Yeah. Bro. Hell nah. Alright. So the demon has dropped the video My Truth for whatever fucking reason. It has 2.8 thousand likes.
Yeah, anytime somebody's saying like My Truth, you know they're not gonna tell the truth. So titling the video My Truth was a horrible blunder.
Y'all niggas are sick in the head. Y'all niggas really let yourself get manipulated by this demon, bro. By this fucking demon.
Yeah, but if you look at the comments, none of those comments are in support of her, bro. She's getting ratioed. She's feeling it.
Get into it.
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person I had the most in the situation, which was my ex.
Yeah, that's what you do. You apologize in private, and then you shut up. You let him make the video.
But I'm sorry for cheating on you with my cousin, but our relationship wasn't perfect, so that's the reason why I did so. I'm sorry for sending my cousin pictures of my ass, titties, and fucking cooch on your living room couch and in your restroom and on my bed. But you know what? Because our relationship wasn't okay, that excuses it. I'm sorry that you had to find my cousin's cock in my camera roll, but you know what? It's okay because our relationship wasn't okay in the first place. And that right there is the work of the reputation saver that you was emailing and your fucking YouTube manager told me about, bruh. He told me that the moment I told you that you was emailing people trying to figure out ways how to come back from this shit, bruh. You was emailing people discussing ways on how to just push the whole cousin freakery aside and just bring something new to light. And
yeah, because I just reacted to that video, and that whole video was just her. Like, she said that at the beginning, and then the rest of the video is her trying to make him out to be an abuser to justify what she's doing. And I'm like, well, that has nothing to do with what you did. Anytime you're in a situation where you catch a woman in something like this and it goes public, be very careful, especially if you already have made a name for yourself, because she's going to try to weaponize the court of public opinion against you. The worst of
and they use the same thing all the time. He R-word me, he beat me. They say the same thing all the time.
She got caught doing, the worst she's gonna have to try to make you look in the court of public opinion to try to justify what she did. So women get caught in these types of situations, you gotta be careful, because they're gonna try to accuse you of something. It happens, either they're gonna try to accuse you of something, or they're gonna blame what they did on some like type of childhood trauma or something like that. It's basically like trying to push the blame on anything other than me. Either it was my childhood trauma, or
even they'll say, this is totally my fault. I did this and I take full responsibility. However, he raped me, he touched me, he beat me up, and this is coming from childhood trauma. Like it's like all
because
these
he
excuses.
did this to me, and that's why I did this in return.
Like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, you really gonna try to ruin me because you got caught cheating on your cousin. I'm innocent. I didn't do shit. But you know what? I'm gonna watch the video and hear what you got to say.
As it may seem, I lost myself in our relationship, and I was.
Look on the right side of his YouTube channel. It says the cousin responded. Oh my goodness. This is a whole mess.
In a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did. I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around.
Okay, all right, yeah, we get that.
Help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong. Creating it or writing.
It was a shared note! Bro, on Apple phones, you share a note to somebody, you collaborate on a note. Both people, you have to literally like, damn near like accept that shit. Am I tripping? It's a shared note. I went through your notes app and that shit was there. You have a bucket list with your cousin, bro. Like, come on, bro. Some of the stuff that's on there doesn't even make sense if he wrote it from his point of view.
Yeah, just for context, there was like a bucket list, a shared note of like a bucket list of things they wanted to do, like, you know, doing stuff in public, where she wants him to finish, and all these different type of like fucking degenerate things they were talking about back and forth with her. And by the way, her blood cousin, her first cousin.
Disgusting.
That is not that stupid.
In any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false.
Hey, first of all, hold on. First of all, there's clips on the internet of you literally admitting, confessing your love for your cousin.
But back when I was like, I don't even know the age, to be honest. I was young. I was just hitting puberty. Me and my cousin.
L story, yep. Get
we
to
kind
the
had a thing. Me and my cousin.
L story, yep. Get
we
to
kind of had a thing. We kind of had a thing going. But like, it was kind of one-sided though. It was more so me. But like, I remember like, I had a big crush on this nigga because we were best friends. And at the time, being best friends with a guy when I'm just hitting puberty and like my hormones are a little bit like peaking, you know what I'm saying? Right. I kind of associated him with that.
Literally, like I'm talking.
The internet.
Disgusting. Imagine you telling that on live. This is why kids should just stay off the internet.
Never forgets.
Never.
And these people out here nowadays, they working harder than the FBI.
Facts.
You got people on the internet that's solving cases faster than the police are.
That, oh my good, because I swear academics can get the information faster than anybody I've ever seen. The cops don't move fast enough. You got some shit you need solved, you might need to just hand it to DJ Academics, because he just gonna somehow make phone calls, and by the end of the week, he'll have the answer for you. Solving murders that shouldn't have been solved or would have been solved. I'm telling you, if there's money involved with the YouTube shit, which there is, people are gonna come up with ways of how to solve shit themselves if that money good enough, because academics show be solving it.
Literally doing the job for them. That's how crafty these people are on the internet. You can run, but you cannot hide, and the internet never forgets.
I don't know how old this clip was, last year, 2 years ago, but we've been dating for 2 years and some change, and you're on stream talking about how you have feelings for your cousins. You found him attractive when I was younger. You don't know if it was your hormones taking over, but now the fact that you cheated on me with your cousin, this means that every single time you told me that you left to go hang out with your family, that you left to Kentucky to go stream at this the biggest world fucking roller coaster in the world, you was with your cousin. Because I have proof of that too. Like, you was in the hotel room with your cousin. You kept on telling me you was going on these trips. You went to Puerto Rico with your cousin. You went everywhere with your cousin. And it's like, bruh, like, but you only cheated on me recently, right? This only happened last month, right? Okay. But you know, I guess
no, sir. She only got caught last month. So you exposing her. So she's still lying. No accountability. And if you watch the last video, she said that she takes full responsibility and she's going to take accountability for her actions. No, she's not. All these women, all they do is just lie. And they're good at it too. Especially they have a pretty face and then they drop a tear. Oh, a man will just believe it. I guess
you just get to excuse that, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is like manipulation, top tier rage bait or what, but okay, you know what? I'm going to keep on listening to it.
It's both. It's both. It's more manipulation.
What you got to say?
Like, you sure they went to Puerto Rico? They might have. Seems like something you more see in Alabama. Like, she trying to convince us that they was just up there playing checkers and baking cookies and flying kites and shit. Like, come on now, come on now.
False, because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Right. Firstly, I want to clear up
to delete that video because your parents leaving you.
I just want to talk about.
First of all, even though I'm in the right 100% for leaving you and talking about how I feel because you cheated on me with your cousin, you know, your parents were literally calling me and threatening me to delete that video because
I
don't know, they were threatening me with so much stuff that was just so uncalled for. And
deleting the video, I mean, it ain't gonna stop that Thanksgiving dinner from being awkward.
Sure ain't.
Cause how you even handle that situation? You in there with your brother, his son, and you and your daughter, and they doing what they doing behind closed doors, brother? Like that. Nah. He could delete the video, but number one, it's already out there. It's too late. I don't think they understand. Maybe they're a little older. They don't really understand how the internet works. with something like this, there's already 10,000 reaction videos to it. They didn't already cut it up. It's edits and all types of stuff to it. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody reacting to it. Hey, if you look at his video of this response, this guy's video, Kenneth, he got 1 million views in like one day. He pulling more views right now than a rapper that made a hit single.
It doesn't matter if he deletes the video. Number one, it's not going to repair the damage to the family, which is crazy. And it's definitely not going to take it off of the internet. It just does nothing for them.
No, it just seems like they're more than what's actually going on. Like I think the fact that you're making this video right now, and I don't know, man. Let me just keep watching the video, bro.
Extreme that my ex was on, where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him, and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him.
Bro, like, it's honestly crazy how much, like, bro, I've never been in a situation like this, but bro, girls are really like manipulators, bro. And I wish I had iCloud Pro or iCloud Plus, bro, because I'm scrolling through my phone trying to bring the proof. This girl literally would make excuses not to post me because her fucking fan base was majority guys.
Well, yeah, well, women, they express aggression through like destroying your character.
Yeah.
So like, and they're much more passive aggressive because they're not as physically strong. So a man, he'll punch you in the face, but a woman will tell you your father never loved you or your mother never loved you until you slap her in the face, and then she'll call the police and say, I don't know what happened. He just started attacking me. Like, all of these situations, it's very rare that you're gonna just find a guy in a wife beater. I know they put this on the movies of the guy in the wife beater that just goes on a blind rage and just starts striking his woman. That's very rare to happen. Generally speaking, number one, either they're the aggressor, meaning they were hitting him first and he's like trying to like fight back in defense, is usually like keeping them off of him, or she was saying
Chris Brown, but people don't want to talk about that right there. People don't want. They all seen the marks on Rihanna's face. They don't want to talk about the marks on his face. No, they didn't see that. They didn't see her putting her hands on him.
Saying things that was so disrespectful that he got angry and hit her. And yeah, men try not to be that disrespectful because we understand the threat of violence and we understand that what we say can have consequences. So we, generally speaking, operate with a certain level of respect. But I must say, in our current culture, there has been this new thing where women are supposed to be able to behave and say what they want and do what they want, no matter how disrespectful it is, without consequence. And I just hate this new culture.
Oh, no, not only that, the dudes are too. Dudes act just like women. The dudes act just like women.
Culture where we try to act like this isn't true, and we act like sometimes women aren't instigating a lot of these situations. I'm not saying it's all the time, but I'm saying being on the internet, I've seen so many stories that were just blatant lies. Like you got the Amber Heard stuff. There are just so many stories that have been blatant lies. I've become very sober to how much this actually happens. It happens a lot.
She would use them, bruh. She would literally use y'all, bruh. She would literally take y'all money and fucking make, I don't know what type of operation she had going on, but bro, she didn't want to post me because of all her male fans. She didn't want to talk about me. I ain't gonna lie, we broke up like.
This happens with female pop stars too. Like one of the worst things you could do for a female.
Yeah, is show that they have a boyfriend. Yep, because that loses fans, that loses subscribers, and it loses album sales. So it's really not a positive for a woman to have a boyfriend or a husband if their career is still on the up and up. So
female pop star is exposed that they have a boyfriend.
I mean, I think the only person that survived that is probably Beyonce.
Like this is why even that girl from South Africa, Tyler, they don't want to push out that she was dating somebody. Like they'll say anything that, but you're dating a person Brown. Because they want to protect that aspect of it because it keeps the, it's for simps to still believe they have a chance. And if guys believe that they still have a chance, they're willing to donate and give more money. So yeah, this is common even amongst pop stars.
5+ times in our whole relationship, and 99.9% of the times we broke up, she ran to the internet to talk about the breakup, to talk about whatever happened. And it's just so weird, bro. But the moment I do, when you actually do something insane, like cheated on me with your cousin, I'm the bad guy. Like, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, because you'll notice in society, men have a higher burden of performance. Like, we're not allowed to do certain things. We're not allowed to respond even to certain things. We are expected and we're held to a higher standard in a lot of situations. Doesn't mean you have to do it. Like, I don't look down on them.
Yeah, because these bitches are the devil. Straight up the devil. Waste your time and money.
For exposing this whole situation, but there are people who will, because we are as men held to a higher standard.
It's toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea.
No way you made the fingers, bitch. That is your cousin.
Yeah, and he convinced me to do it.
Yo, like I said, bro, she did not want the internet to know that she had a boyfriend because it would make her lose followers. She kept on telling me that, and I wish I had screenshots from when, bro. I don't know what's going on my iCloud. I'm trying to get messages from like early 2024 to 23, but I can't, bro. But I promise y'all, she would not want to post me. You could go on her page. She never had videos of me. It was always me, bro.
Yeah, you do not have to look that up. Only the suckers who don't go outside would understand that you're lying. I understand. They would think that you're lying. Only the suckers would think that you're lying. Real niggas know, like, she would lose a lot of money if she had a boyfriend. I'm telling you.
I literally kept on telling her, why don't you post me? Why don't you post me? And she confessed this one time saying, my followers are majority males. They would unfollow me. I would lose all my followers, etc., etc.,
She's
etc.
right.
She's
right.
sick in the head, bro.
She knows ball, that's for sure.
She's not sick in the head for that. She is sick in the head, but she ain't sick in the head for that, because that's a fact, and that's just great marketing on her end right there.
Isn't right about that.
Next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clicks and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because...
All right, so first of all, this was like 5 days before I posted my video, and basically what happened was she kept on blowing up my phone, spamming my phone, no caller ID, text messages, calling my friends, and kept on saying, can I get back with you? Can we please work this out? No. I'm going insane. I'm going Absolutely to, manipulation words to get me.
Oh, now all of a sudden you want him back. All of a sudden you want to clean this up. The answer is no, bitch. You finna get exposed, which is good. So if you want to off yourself for that, then I mean, hey.
To fucking give her attention, because I was trying my hardest to just move forward in life. I caught her cheating. I'm trying to move forward, but she's blowing up my phone, trying to just get my attention, saying she's gonna do this. Even when she was going to the hospital, she was like, I'm leaving. And then she was calling me in the hospital, bruh. And I talked to her parents. Her parents said that she only had like 3 calls or whatever.
Definitely manipulative, definitely attention seeking. I'm sorry. Yes. I know like you're not supposed to say that about these types of situations in our current very sensitive culture. But I mean, you gotta call a spade a spade. I mean, it's up to guys to be able to talk about objective truth, and even if it's hard to say, somebody has to say it. That's definitely manipulative. Definitely.
She kept on spamming me on the hospital phone, bro. Like, bro.
I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself.
And then the moment she got out, she literally posted it on the internet. That's a personal thing.
Wow, how thirsty are you for attention?
Nobody had to know.
Crazy.
But because you want to go ahead and post it on the internet, you want to gain sympathy. Before, it's like you almost knew that I was going to expose you for cheating on me with your cousin. Because why are you going to the internet about you being in a facility? If you're really trying to like fix your head and get yourself right, why are you trying to sympathy farm online by posting yourself in the facility talking about, for the past couple of days, just came out because I tried to do this and that. Like, bro, that's sympathy farming. That's not something that needs to be on the internet. And I don't know what else to say, bro.
Or anybody else. I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to little, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder.
Yeah, welcome to the internet. If somebody isn't trying to climb through your window, death threats is a normal thing on the internet. That's part of it. The same tool, go and try to get validation from random strangers, is the same tool that they're going to use in order to criticize you sometimes when you don't want it. That is a part of what the internet is. This is not a place for sensitive people, and that's not really an excuse or justification for anything that's going on, by the way.
And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
Toxic and abusive.
That's right there. Right there is why I'm here. That right there is why I'm here. Let's get to that.
Toxic and abusive. This is what they always fucking do. You see how the shift went from, I'm sorry for sending my cousin nudes. I'm sorry that you had to walk in on me showing my bare ass and my bare ass cheeks to my cousin on FaceTime. To me and my ex had a very toxic relationship, and it was very abusive.
Like, it's crazy. Like, it was so abusive that you was blowing up this man's phone in order to get back with him. It was so abusive.
Right. So, oh my God. Very good, poor. Very good, poor. I'm telling you. He's so abusive and manipulating that you called him endlessly. You texted chapter books, Harry Potter chapter books. He's so manipulative that you couldn't leave him alone. Interesting.
All these years, we have to stop with this, bro.
They're never gonna stop. You want to know why? Because they don't have nothing else to go to. Like and like I said before, I give it about another 5 to 10 years, and people just gonna be looking at these bitches like, okay, he raped you, yeah, another bitch that think another dude raped him. Like people just gonna be numb to this shit because y'all lie so much.
Brain develops faster than the male brain, but for some reason in all of these toxic situations, these women continue to be with these guys, go back to these guys, live with these guys. Like, come on now, we gotta stop it with this, bro. Like,
they're stupid,
anybody,
bro.
if I was in fear of my life, if I felt like I was being abused, I would not want to live with that person, and I would not be going to the internet with that information. I would be going to the police with that information, because that's what real victims. That's what they do. The only people that get in these situations and go to the internet are people that like to fight and freak. These are people that you see on your Facebook page. You know them probably growing up. He's feeding her a knuckle sandwich. She gets online and she calls the police. He goes to jail for the night. They're talking back and forth online, and you just reading all the messages. They're putting their business out there, and then in a couple weeks they're back together, right? The fighting and freaking couples, right? Those are the only types of women that want to live. The women who love chaos. Though that's a real person. I know we like to try to act like that's not a thing, but
Me and my ex had a very toxic relationship, and it was very abusive. You know what? Let's see what I did. Let's see how abusive I was, right? Okay, let's see.
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional.
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the abuse? What?
These bitches here, dog. I was blind to the abuse. He was beating your ass that much that you couldn't even see them punches coming, huh? Motherfucker faster than Floyd Mayweather.
And you was literally calling me, telling me that you was finna, and then like, bro, like, I don't know, like, bro, I get soft around that. I get soft with that shit because like, bro, I don't want to be responsible. I care about you. I don't want to see you do that to yourself. But when you're calling me, spamming me, saying you're gonna do that, bro, keep in mind, TwitchCon was in San Diego. I was in LA. She started saying she was gonna do that stuff, saying how sad she was. This was like when we broke up or whatever, back in like.
Be very careful of people who use mental illness to get attention. And I know we try to, in our current society where you can never act like.
Listen, these women will pull any card they need to pull in order to get what they want. Lie, cheat, steal, it don't even matter. But then, listen, they're all capable of doing this. Not just capable, they all do it. And then expect you to marry these bitches. Inflation is through the roof. Gas through the roof. Here you are, you on your way up. You got your own place. She don't do nothing but bring chaos, problems, and a whole extra bill into your house. Not just an extra bill, but the groceries go up. The light bill goes up. The water goes up. And she ain't contributing shit. These the bitches that we got to marry out here that don't want to handle it. And what do you get once you establish yourself and get where you need to go? Her answer is, you get me. Useless.
Like where we try to act like people don't use mental illness, sometimes even self-diagnosed, false diagnosed mental illness that they just came up with off the top of their head to get attention. We try to act like people don't do that, and we know people do that. Be very careful in relationships when people are doing that, because they're going to show you that they're really crazy.
On threatening to do that to herself, and then, bro, it's just a mess, bro. Like, I have tried to leave several times. Yes, this was a toxic relationship, but stop trying to put the blame on me. You did what you did, and now you're trying to change the narrative to make it seem like I was a toxic, abusive boyfriend. Like, how can you do that right now, bro?
That's the playbook.
I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. First of all, You was a freshman in college, and I just turned 21, and I was literally a junior in college. Okay, now I don't even know why that like you try to make it seem like I was like, no, I did not miss.
Yeah, she wants you to try to make it seem predatory, but a 3-year gap in a relationship is not a big gap. It's not.
It's not a gap.
I know, like
all.
we're doing this whole new thing where like everything is about grooming, even though the female brain develops faster than the male brain. If a guy is 3 years older than her, it's somehow grooming, but that's not a big age gap. It never has been in human history. 3 years been a big age gap. It's just not.
Before you were 18, I messed with you after. Once you were in college, bro, like what's going on right now? Like you're trying so hard to make me look weird and to shift the focus, but bro, stop it, bro. It's not gonna work, bro.
Story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, y'all notice how she's reading the script, right? Like,
yeah. I knew she was reading something, bro. I'm looking at her eyes, and I see lights. And I'm trying to see if her eyes move, but the way she's talking, she's not talking natural, bro. It's just like she's reading something. She's like an AI, damn near. It doesn't look natural.
About to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship.
And it's almost like she took a lot of takes as well.
Which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, y'all notice how she's reading the script, right? Like, can y'all, like, I wish I could just zoom in on her eyes. These soulless, evil eyes, and just see the fucking script on her PC screen, bro. This is sickening, bro. Like these.
Yeah, she's saying like we were both toxic and we were both, it's both bad. Look, it's still levels to this. Like you could have high blood pressure and terminal cancer. Both are probably bad, but there's definitely levels to the toxicity or to how bad two things that are bad are. That just because they're both bad don't mean that they're equally bad. And you was out here sleeping with your cousin, and he was paying all the bills at the house, putting you on his streams, building your platform for you. I don't think that he was the one that was equally bad to you. I just don't.
Niggas really emailed her talking about, we gonna save you. All you gotta do is sign your soul away. Her soul is gone, bruh. She's reading off a script they orchestrated a whole story to bring me down. It's sick.
He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point.
He even forced him. I gotta hear what you gotta say about this.
Say wallahi. Yo, hold on.
My ex
That's a big claim.
Okay, no. First of all, I've never forced myself on her. That's a big claim. I've never put my hands on her. I've never done any of the sort, my nigga. First of all, this girl was literally like, I don't know what's the word.
If you did do all that, why is it right now when she decides to come out with it? If that happens, you go to the police immediately. But she held it all in for 3 years, and now all of a sudden she wants to bring it all out. Her eyes are soulless. Like, look at them. She doesn't have any emotion talking about this. It's not, you know how sometimes there was like a bad feeling or something, and you just don't even want to talk about it, and it might bring a tear to your eyes or something like that. She has no tear. She's not getting caught up on her words. None of that.
Like over sexual or like overly freaky. But bro, she literally would force me to drink. I've never.
Hold on. Force me to smoke. I never smoked a full blunt before. How often you smoke? I smoke.
Drink or smoke in my life until I met this girl. I have African parents and I don't fuck with that shit. I remember there was a time she even forced me to get my matching tattoo. There was a time, I think it was at the tattoo.
No, hold up.
Yeah, hold on now. See, right now, yeah, see, I think me and Poor gonna say the same thing. I know you a kid. I know you are. Because after saying that, that's how I know you a kid. And after looking at your background, that's how I know you a kid too. You let a bitch make you get matching tattoos. You let a bitch force you into drinking and smoking, something you do not do. Insane.
You gotta be 100% clear. She didn't force you to do anything. Still a grown-ass man, by the way. She didn't force you to do anything.
Well, this is why I say I'm gonna give him some grace, because the bitch is bad. All right, the bitch is fine. When you a kid and you trying to please a bitch, you will do anything as a kid. I know 18 is the adult, and by 20 something, society expects you to have it figured out by now. You don't. You're still learning. And he's probably like 25 or some shit. and this was like 3 years ago or something like that, yeah, he was definitely folding for this bitch. Definitely.
You wanted to be with her, and out of desperation, you was following her leadership instead of being the leader in the relationship. You could say that. You can't say that she forced you to do it. She might have convinced you to do it. She forced you to do it.
Or whatever. I was on a double date. It was me, her, and 2 girls. They were gay or whatever. And bro, she was getting on me because I told her I did not want to smoke and drink, bro. She was literally in the hallway crashing out on me because I did not want to smoke and drink. This girl was a bad influence, always trying to force me to smoke and drink every fucking time she seen me, bro. Cause she didn't know how to do anything, process or have fun without that shit, bro. Like I just don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with smoking or drinking, but you know, I just thought, you know, she's my ex or whatever. At the time, she was my girl, whatever. I was like, you know what, bro? Fuck it, bro. She wants to do it, then fuck it, bro. I'm gonna do it with a bucket list, bro. We're not forgetting how you fucking cheated on me with your cousin. But whatever, keep going.
He gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall. And
put you in a chokehold? Like, you're making me seem like I'm the fucking like I'm a fucking devil. Put you in a chokehold. Does that, yo, like anybody that knows me in real life, does that even sound like something I would do? You're telling me I would walk up to you and just fucking put you in a chokehold? What type of shit is that,
yeah,
bro?
And that's why these type of allegations work, because back in the day, before all this internet, and this is why I think that.
And I know where he going with it too. Listen, back in the day, that was believable until the Johnny, what's the name? Johnny, not Storm, because that's Flame On, nigga. Johnny Depp. After the Johnny Depp trial, that's when niggas started paying attention. Like, if this bitch would lie like this, and she got fame and money and the looks and the power, I wonder what an average bitch would do. And then people just started paying attention more and more closely. Then you come to realize these bitches are not angels like we all thought they were.
Like, this type of stuff should be taken extremely serious, because now we live in a time where you can accuse somebody of something, and the people that you're, number one, you could blast it out to millions of people.
You lose all sponsorships. You lose everything you worked hard for just off of an allegation.
To defame this person, even if they didn't actually do anything wrong. But also, number 2, those people don't know the character of the person that you're talking about, so they're more likely to believe the woman's side. Say like back 50, 60 years ago, if you lived in a community, would know him, we'd be like, bro, he's never been aggressive before. He's never had any of these issues. And because he donates to the kids, I've had him around my kids all the time. He's the coach of the track team, whatever it may be. Because of his character in the community, because these allegations would be made against people who were against somebody, but everybody knew him in the community, the results would be different. It would be easier to differentiate things that might have been true or false. It should be seen as a very serious crime.
Say that shit ever. Like, where's the proof, bro? Like how are you saying it with a straight face? This got to be a script.
Scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of.
Falsely accused.
So
you're about to falsely accuse me like every other girl does to niggas, bro. Let's see what you got to say.
But at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me.
Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. She would always say, I want to see you blackout drunk. I want to see you drunk. I want you to just get loose and do whatever. But that's not the point, because I've never forced myself onto you. Never. Every single time we did something, we had consent. You know why? Because you're the overly sexual one. I'm a nonchalant ass nigga. I'd be chilling in my own world. And I think that's what made you mad. I think that's what made you think I don't like you, because I'm not always trying to fuck. I'm not always trying to have sex, because I believe there's more to just sex, bro. You're always, every single day. Like, bro, when we were long distance, we was literally cracking every single day, 2 times a day. In the moment I told her, I don't want to do it, I can't do it, she would gaslight me, say I don't love her. She was,
damn, she on go. She might belong on the hub. I ain't gonna hold you. The way she moving.
Crying. She would just force me, bruh. Like, bro. And then when she moved over here, obviously I see her every single day. So it's impossible to do that shit every single day. And I think that's what got in her head. And that's when she started saying stuff like, I thought you didn't like me no more. I thought you never touched me no more. And that's when I guess she cheated on me with her cousin. But I don't know. Like, that's just what she wants you to believe. Hellos.
Interesting.
You know why? Because you're a freak. And you always wanted me to crack. Always. Even when you was on,
period.
You know, your period. That time of the month. You thought if I didn't do it, I would think of you as disgusting. I didn't love you. So you know what? That's when I explored that and we started doing that. And I always had consent because that's what you wanted. You liked doing vampire sex. So what's on the floor is not the results of me doing that.
Is that a new term now? Vampire sex?
To you,
crazy.
That's just consent.
And it's crazy. Like, you gotta really think about the type of person who knows that they're, instead of her just going quiet, she felt the need to go and try to defame this guy. Like, she knows that she's lying as she's reading this script or making this video. She knows she's lying.
You would think that somewhere in her brain some morale will kick in, but no. Soul. Most of these women, no, not most, all of these women, no soul, no morale, all manipulation, all time being wasted.
Yet she's still doing it anyway, actively engaging in it.
Video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings.
Yeah, this is so 2021. 2021 is called, and they want their technique back. People just are not buying these stories the same way. And if you're a woman and that offends you, that there are people that are not just believing everything that women say now when it comes to these situations, you should be mad at women that are just like her.
Sorry. And really, if that's how you feel, shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a fuck. All right. You're going to have to come up with more evidence than this, because you're not doing anything right now. You freaked out, you nasty, and you're caught. Just plain and simple. We're gonna see a little bit more of this, and we'll see when we'll end the video.
You got a car that didn't even fucking work. So you know what I did? I helped you take it to the shop and paid for everything. You missed flights that you were supposed to make on time, and because you were stranded at the airport, you know what you did? You called me so I could pay for those flights. But even if you didn't call me to pay for those flights, you had other people paying for you. Your mod manager, his name is X. I don't know who the fuck he is, but I would go to your Cash App and you had thousands sent to you. And meanwhile, I'm working my ass off. You had money on the side coming from this nigga, and you just don't even help. You just, I don't know what it went to or what you did with that money, but you just had money coming in from multiple other guys. And I'm guessing that's why you're saying that.
Like I said, these women are leeches, bro. It's gonna be very rare you find a woman that's gonna help you out for real. They want you to do everything for them while they give you nothing in return. That's what they want.
You didn't even.
They're like children. Like, they want a daddy and not a partner.
Fucking like ask me to help you because you had money from other guys. The whole time you was asking me to buy you food, you asked me to buy you this, take you there, buy you flights, take you to Universal Studios, $2,000 trip, by the way, pay for everything, flights, everything. But okay, all right.
I believe a relationship should just be reduced to illicit expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025.
So after all that shit you saying, you still took him back. And see, that right there is why it's not.
In March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy.
Bro, like, come on. Brother. Why are you playing my nigga? You talked about this on the internet when we broke up like 1 year ago, bro. Like, you're really trying so hard to bring up stuff that doesn't even correlate to you cheating on me with. Bro, this doesn't show nothing, bro. Like, bro, yes, we've broken up many times.
Exactly.
And you went to the airport, but every single time I would come and bring you back. That's like, we was toxic. Yes, we had a toxic relationship.
No, that's not a toxic relationship, bro. Y'all got to stop with these words. Normal arguments, you will have ask any married couple.
Yes, you will have disagreements and arguments. These bitches, they soft now and they run. That's what they do. They run when something isn't going their way, or or like you actually have a backbone. They run. That's what I'm saying. They're now, in the words of Cameron, it's a bad time to have a girlfriend, bro. It's just a bad time. You have to just wait until the market's better, because this batch of women that we have, bro, it's all the way ass.